Hello everyone, welcome back to Susie Saves. I'm Susie, and normally I do a lot of cash stuffing physically where I show you my binders and put cash in them. However, this is a Transfer Tuesday video, which means we look at all the money that doesn't exit the bank. It's all digitally online. So for me specifically, right now we're looking at my Roth IRA, what money I've put into it, how the investments are looking, and all of that good stuff. So if you're interested, let's hop into it. So, this is what the Roth IRA is looking like this week. We are up again, almost at 19. We are 19 in both of the accounts, but not the Roth yet. So, very exciting growth we're seeing this month. Cash is at $11. We've done a major change this week that we'll get into when we go over specific numbers in the next slide, but let's just look at where we currently have our positions at. So VOX, we have 1,800, almost 1,900 in there. IVV has 2,600. The Freedom Fidelity Fund has almost 2,500. VOO has 8,000. VDC has almost 1,500. Coke has just less than 300. NVIDIA just less than 600. The commodity stock, just a little less than 700. And VIG 450. Tesla is sitting at 350. So these are quite different, and let's go over why. So we're starting at the bottom on this slide here. I put in $135 every week. This is just an amount that has worked for me. It's totally arbitrary, other than it's an amount that works for me, and it's supposed to get me to the goal of $7,000 by the end of the term, which is the middle of April when tax season comes. Anyway, so we put in that $103, and I immediately went ahead and bought some Tesla stock with that, $50 worth. And then I decided I'm selling my VTI this week. So I sold all the VTI that I had. It was just under $1,400. And I bought VOO with it. No, it was just under $1,500, pardon me. So I sold the VTI and I bought VOO with it. Some people had been asking me why I had not consolidated these yet. And I kind of said I don't have a reason why I haven't done it yet. So I did do that this week. Ironically enough, yesterday my father-in-law was talking about how great VTI was and how if you don't know what to invest in, you should invest in VTI. But I do know VOO and VTI. Though one is the technology stock, their top 5 or 6 stocks, which are a very large percent of their stocks, their percentages are nearly the same in the same stocks. So Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, basically very similar margins on these two. So I wasn't really worried about which one to choose. I chose VOO, but this is not financial advice. I don't know what I'm doing, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm not a tax expert and all of that disclaimer jazz. I'm just showing you what I'm doing as I try to navigate this thing called my mid-20s. That's it for me this week. We did have an emergency come up that's going to set us behind on the Roth IRA goals a little bit, because I have been contemplating stopping funding the Roth for the next month, to kind of get back some of the money that we had to spend on, it was a emergency vet visit, to an exotic pet vet. So it was just under $1,000 that we just were not planning to spend, that we had to pull out. So I would like to kind of put that money back before we continue on this stuff, but I haven't decided yet, because I do know it will grow more in the stock market and be worth more technically if I do that first, but I just kind of want to feel financially stable again and recuperate from this big financial hiccup that we had this week. So the pet is fine, by the way. My bearded dragon had a prolapse, so it was an emergency at 6 p.m. on a Saturday. So we had to go to a vet that was open, emergency vet, and it had to be an exotic vet. So it was actually an hour away. Luckily, we called them and they gave us transport instructions, and she's doing fine now. She's quite old, so we were worried that the anesthesia, she might not wake up from it, but she's awake now. She has eaten, and we're giving her pain meds and anti-inflammatories to kind of help her body heal. But anyway, and that's off topic. what did you do this week in your finances? If you made any credit card payments or mortgage payments or student loan debt payments, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you and what your financial goals are. I will see you in the next video, which will be talking about what our weekly budget is for this next week, and we'll go over a little bit more about kind of where that grand came from, because it was kind of a very quickly we had to have the money right then, right there. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But thank you all so much for being here today. Sorry if my voice sounds deeper than usual. But I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.